What is up, guys? Welcome to Extreme Daily Drivers. We are always balling on a budget and wrenching it in our garage. It's another Toaster Tuesday. You know it, you love it, and today we're installing some fog lights. So the goal of this video is not only to install some fog lights, but it's to get this front end in order. Let's take a look at its current state. You guys know that I recently replaced the headlights, repainted the grille, put in the BB little emblem there, and that part's kind of finished. These grills here are going to get replaced with stock stuff. These old fog lights, they're going to come out too, as well as the caps for the fog lights. We are also going to be replacing this splitter, which just has seen much better days over the years. So yeah, before we start tearing things up, let's talk about what you're going to need to do this project. So this is the kit that I got off of Amazon. I think it was like $40 shipped, and comes with obviously a right and a left lens, and these lenses are pretty robust. I don't remember the stock ones being this substantial, but these things are pretty cool. They are labeled R for right, and there's also a top there on the lens, so you can make sure you get them put in properly. They do come with these plastic kind of clips that are supposed to hold them in place once we get them installed in the bumper. They do come with spare clips, not necessarily sure why, but we do come with a spare set, and they also come with a switch, which hopefully will work and plug into our factory wiring harness. Now, the only thing separate that you're going to need to purchase are one of these. This is a relay. This is from Toyota. This is what it looks like, and I'll put the part number down in the description. I also got that off Amazon, like $10 shipped or something like that, but you are going to need that in order to make this kit work. So to get this install started, we're going to go on the inside of the car. All right, to start off, we're going to install the switch. The switch is going to get installed down here in this lower panel in one of these pop-out blocks. There are lots of different ways to access these. You can just remove the glove box, stick your arm around, and pop the oven out along with these switches. But to make things super easy, I'm just going to go ahead and remove the center console altogether. It comes out super simple in just a couple steps. So the two Phillips head screws that are used to hold the center console in place are found behind these three dials. All you got to do is grab them firmly and pull them out. Now just grab and pull. There we go. Boom. Now the console just won't come out. It's got three wires that are hooked to the back of it. And what you're going to do is you're going to want to get the big one first, this guy, and then flip the console over, and you'll be able to remove these two easily. Alright, that wasn't so hard. So now that we got the center console removed, we can go ahead and pull the oven out. Again, just grab this and pull it out. And once we have this removed, we can access any one of these little panels. So now we can see the wiring harness for the switch. It's tucked back here in this little boot. It's really hard to see, but we have pretty good access from it from the with the oven removed. So now I'm going to go ahead and cut the little piece of tape that it's taped to and unwrap it. Alright, I cut the piece of tape. Let's pull her out. There it is. So I'm choosing to use the little block off plate over here, right above the cigarette lighter. So I'm going to go ahead and pop that guy out. Should not be too hard to do. Stick my hand back here, give it a little squeeze, and yep, fell right out. Easy. Now I'm going to take the switch and pop it in. Last step is to plug in the harness. Alright, next step of the interior installation is the installation of the relay. The relay is going to be found in the fuse box, which is behind this. So you just kind of grab this, there we go, and pull it out. So now the fuse or the relay location is actually behind that second from the bottom one there. So you have to stick your hand underneath the dash and plug it in backwards. So I'm not going to be able to film this. Again, this is not going to be easy. If you have maybe like a 6-year-old at home, this might be a good job for them. I think I got it. So you don't have to remove the bumper in order to do this installation, but it's so easy, I'm just gonna do it. I've shown you how to remove the bumper 100 times in other videos, so I'm just gonna go ahead and skip forward. It's off. So we got the bumper removed. Now we have all the room in the world to access the back of these fog lights and the existing harness, get everything hooked up. Let me go over real quick the fog lights that were on the car. Got these off Amazon a long time ago. I actually did a write-up on ScionLife.com or Club XB, one of the two. I'll go ahead and put a link down in the description to purchase these, as well as a little write-up that I did. But these do a pretty good job. They did last the entire time they were on the car, which was several years. Never leaked or anything like that. They are kind of a complex install. They certainly aren't plug and play like we're doing today. So if you want to go this route, it's a lot less money, but it's a lot more work. So the pigtails for the wiring harness, they are going to be usually taped up. They usually folded up, something like this, and taped up in a fashion like that. But yeah, they are in this location by the front wheel on the driver's side, as well as the passenger side, where mine was taped up right up underneath here. So before we go any further, let's make sure our fog lights work. I went ahead and reconnected the battery briefly, and then I have them hooked up here temporarily, wired up with the little pigtails. Yes, they work. Awesome. Removing the fog light block off plates couldn't be easier. Just go around back, give these tabs a squeeze. Falls right out. All right, so these fog lights, they can clearly only go in one way. They're marked, like I said earlier. So I got the left one here. They have this little pivot hole, which is gonna line up with that hole right there. So like I said, they can only kind of go in one way, and when you install them, you're gonna wanna dip in the pivot hole and then line these things up and click them into place. What's crazy about this kit is that the spacers, they are backwards. So we got the big guy at the bottom and the little guy on top, and you need to go ahead and switch these around to work with the corresponding holes. So to give you a better example of what I mean, I did it over here on the passenger side. You just pull the little pieces of plastic off and then swap them around. So now I got the bigger one on the top and the smaller one on the bottom. So this guy, technically, should fit in now. And you probably have to play with it a little bit to get it in there, and I'm probably gonna have to use two hands, but at least they're lined up, and I should just give that a firm click and it should be in. So I just went ahead and clicked these in, and they are in there very snug. This is so much easier to do with the bumper cover off. I know you don't have to remove the bumper cover in order to do this, but it just makes life so much easier. This guy's in here, nice and snug. I mean, obviously it'll move around if I put a lot of pressure on it, move with my hand, but they're in there for the long haul, man. Pretty happy with that. So now that those are installed, the only thing left is to put the bumper back on and plug the lights in. All right, guys, so before I show you the final product with everything put back together, we're gonna take a second and remember what this thing looked like before I replaced the grills, installed the fog lights, and put the lower lip on. And if you don't remember what the lower lip looked like when I got out of the junkyard, take a look at this. All right, so now that we're really looking at it, it does have some damage. All right, we got something going on there. Deep gouge there. This guy we're taking, because I don't have that either. But I can think this can be salvaged, man. We're definitely gonna take this, and if I need Randy's help, I'll get Randy's help. But we're gonna repair that and respray it, man. And this thing, oh man, I'm excited. All right, guys, so here it is. Check it out, man. All put back together. Looking absolutely sick. So you guys already knew about the new headlights and the grille and the emblem. I went ahead and repainted my front face finisher, this black piece that goes along here to give it this mean look. And obviously fog lights installed and they look fantastic. OEM grills, remember I got those at the junkyard too. They look great. And this lower lip just looks sick. Very, very happy the way this turned out, and hopefully I can keep it looking this way. So I didn't record any of the painting of the lower lip, but if you guys are interested in seeing how to do it, let me know in the comments. I am more than likely going to be respraying this bumper cover because it is still beat up pretty bad. You can see paint's just falling off of it, and it has a million marks in it everywhere you look. So I'm going to wrap it up here, guys. Another Toaster Tuesday in the books. Let me know what you guys think of the factory fog light install, of the lower lip, of the front end of this car. We're just getting started on this thing. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.